taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Dr. Chad on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. Market's pretty flat this morning. Dow futures down 58, NASDAQ futures up 51, S&P futures up 6.5. VIX, the VIX it's down about 1%. It was up, but the last 30 minutes or so, it's come down. So I'm gonna hold off on my 1 DTE. Although, if I see a little VIX pop out of the gates here, I may enter one. For some reason, the about 30 minutes ago, S&P futures have come up about 6 points. VIX has come down, so thought we might have a VIX being up at the open today, but then the last 30 minutes happened. Morning up here. I was going to ring here in about 15 seconds. P opens at 60.57. S&P coming all the way back down. At least S&P futures back to where it popped up. Futures coming down here. So yeah, see the VIX popped up. That's what I was wondering about. Yeah, S&P coming down. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on a 1 DTE here. VIX popping up and going positive. All right, get our second bar here now. Morning, Eric. All right, so that 1 DTE, VIX popped up. I got in right at the end of that 5-minute bar. Now it's coming down a little bit, so that's exactly what I wanted. The Goog up 5%. I saw something. I forgot what they partnered with someone. I saw it on the business channel this morning briefly. NASDAQ popping up. S&P, not yet. VIX going up again. Boeing getting close to a volume bar to the upside. Boeing did not quite get there, but man, it was close. I'm gonna hold off on Boeing. Didn't quite get there. Meta was close. I like Meta actually better than Boeing. Meta, I would trade the 625 calls. It's gonna need to come back down. Man, how did I miss that right in front of my face? Meta popping, darn it. Nvidia pushing up. Stock's pushing up. Nasdaq pushing up. Darn it, man. I wish I would have gotten that meta trade. Tesla getting a volume bar. It's going to be bigger than the first as well. So seeing a little bit of strength coming in today right now. NASDAQ still pushing up. One DTE is up 10%. So Tesla, I would trade the 400 calls. They'll pull back. Nvidia getting a mighty 90 short. And no pullback in Tesla whatsoever. We don't need this to get too wild to the upside here now. All right, Tesla pulling back a little bit. Again, I would trade the 400 calls. Try to jump in here. Build at 1040. You could get a better fill than me. I just realized. Meta pulling back a little bit. So for this volume runner, I would trade the 625 calls. Build a 645 in meta. I would get out of half my meta at 710. And I would get out of half my Tesla at 1145. Filled at 1145 in Tesla. Yeah, that Mighty 90 in NVIDIA would have worked. No up moving meta yet. Yeah, for those that are new or learning, this NVIDIA is exactly what you look for in a Mighty 90. You got some volume separation on these second, third green bar, and you've got a bit of a price push here. Meta coming down. I don't want it to come down much further. Needs to hold on right there. Yeah, needs to pop up right there. S&P coming back down. 5 point move already in the S&P. Baidu through lows of day. Baidu actually had a little Mighty 90 long. I'm going to let this bar close on Meta and then make a decision on what to do with it. One of the stronger stocks. S&P coming back down to almost lows of day in 1 5-minute bar. It's enough of that. If Meta goes through this pivot, I'll exit. So getting some decent moves in both directions. S&P pushed up 10 or 11 points. Now has come back down 10 points. Would love to see it just calm down a bit. All right, so need to see a bounce here on a Meta. A premium got pumped into the options there on that last 5-minute bar. Yeah, VIX up at highs of day. One DTE still up 10% though. Yeah, NVIDIA Mighty 90 would have been a winner. It's like you can get 25 wide, 0 DTE iron Condor right now. Things are feeling a little heavy again. Tesla has now come down below where I entered. All right. Going to, well, I guess Meta hasn't gone through that pivot yet, so I'm just gonna hold it until it goes to the pivot. You see how it bounced off of it, so no need to close it yet. Tesla got at a half, technically I could add back in. I'm going to add back into Tesla. Filled at 960. And so if it breaks through where this, so this, here's the price bar that is associated with the big volume bar. So it was to break below that, I would get out. And I would close half at 1060. Build a 1060. So good add in Tesla there. So essentially what I did there is I started out with 4 contracts of Tesla. I got out of half, which means I got out of 2. And then I added 2 more back in at 960 and then got out of half, which was getting out of another 2 at 1060. Now I'm going to get out of another one at 1160. Meta trying to pop up for us. Built at 710 in Meta. Very nice. I would get out another Meta at 775. That mighty 90 and Baidu would have worked. I get out another Tesla here. Filled at 1150. So I got 1 Tesla left. Yeah, so interesting up and down movement in the S&P. Microsoft pushing highs of day. Tesla pushing up. So I just got one contract left there. Let's see how high it can go here. This is a volume runner, so there's no like clear cut rule on when to close it. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of it though. Oh man, it just came down. Bummer. Get back up there. I'll hold it here for a couple minutes and see what it does. I was gonna try to get at it when it was up at its up at the top. Just see. Just let it see if it'll pass another push in it. S&P now trying to push up to highs of day. Tesla owes me from yesterday. Built at 790 to close another Meta. No. Uh looks like I accidentally closed all my Meta. Darn. Ah, that sucks. Okay, out of Meta. Well, that's a bummer. Meanwhile, Tesla on the rise. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close all my tests on this push up. It's only one contract left. Filled at 1380. Man, what a beautiful volume runner. Yeah, I didn't adjust my contracts in Meta. Darn it. Now Meta's pushing up. Oh well. What else? What else we got? Tesla getting another big bar. So nice winner in Meta and Tesla. Nasdaq up 112, S&P up 7. Tesla pulling back on this big volume bar if you think it's got more in it. I think I might just take my profits and move on to TLC. Two nice winners today. Let me do one last quick glance, see if there's anything I like. I mean, I normally don't re-enter positions like Tesla. I just booked $860 on it. I'm not gonna get greedy. I usually don't get greedy with them. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take these two nice winners, book the profits. You know, it's been a bit of a bumpy road for me with these strategies the last 3 to 4 weeks. So 630 in Meta, 860 in Tesla. Good to see these volume runners work for us today. So, all right, I'm gonna focus on some TLC and see what type of premiums we got there. So, I'll see everybody back during Power Hour. Peace.